I actually shot this video last week and have yet to publish it because I need to do some voiceover work on it. But basically, I bought new license plate lights for the shop truck, and the previous ones had a 1024 bolt screwed in there, so they didn't have nuts on the back side. It was just a bolt that was threaded into the bumper, and I thought, man, it would be really cool to recreate that particular function. That part about the truck that I really like is that I don't have self-tappers or whatever. It's just a good machine screw. And but I do want to upgrade to these new light housings because I can't seem to find the old ones at a price that I appreciate or like. And I found these LED ones super cheap, and as you know, I don't put a whole lot of LED stuff on my truck. But we're going to put these in today, and we're going to attempt to power tap them. I'm going to use the drill to run the tap. And we'll talk more about how that works in just a minute. Alright, so here we are. I cheated and am using a drywall or general construction screw to make a mark for those holes. The reason I'm doing that is because, one, they're cheap, two, they're extremely hard metal, and three, I didn't want to go get the right tool. So we got that. We got a couple of these Milwaukee bits running on low speed. It's really important to use low speed on pretty much anything metal. I'm going to run some PB Blaster. WD-40 would probably work in this application. 3-in-1 oil would work. But not only do you want to get it on the surface there, you want to get it in the flutes of the drill. It helps it stay cool, helps pull heat out of it, and helps the cutting on it. And you'll notice that we're running pretty slow. Notice how the chips are relatively small right now. Just trying to find the right speed. So here in a second, you'll notice we've sped up, and the chips got way bigger for just a second, and that's about the right speed. You want optimal speed on these things is usually when you're throwing the longest chip out of it. So we're drilling holes here. Nothing terribly fancy to see. I believe that is an 1/8" bit. Go through and knock all the crud off of it so the next drill doesn't have to deal with it. Couldn't cut the second one. I did only do one side of this on film. The other side was done, but it was done off camera. So it's not like I have not like I'm going to bore you to death. We're just dealing with two holes here. But again, notice some of the shavings got longer there, the chips. And we'll go ahead and drill this second hole again with the drill on low. That's pretty normal. This is not the right size drill. Remember, this is just a pilot drill. So we're drilling, no big deal here. Getting that second pilot hole drilled in. And I'm going to show you here what I did for this, because 1024 is not a tap I use all the time. And if at all possible, when I buy a new tap, I buy the tap and drill set. Usually somewhere local, because I don't know that I need it until like right then. And yeah, there's that. So it's just the Bosch set. It's already got the right drill in it, right drill bit, I guess some people would say. And like always, we just take it in there, and notice on this one I made sure to grab it up where it's smooth. The drill had some flats on it, I do believe, and we're not grabbing it by the flats. Go through, and again, pretty good sized chips coming. That's plus. Obviously, we took most of our meat out with the pilot hole, and now we're just kind of going back and cleaning up, which is, you know, cleaning up, getting to the right size, ready to go there. Now we're getting the tap, and this is the controversial thing that we're going to do. We're going to put the tap in the drill, but not where it's got the flats on it. We're going to shove it up just below the actual threading portion. There's a reason for that. The metal that a tap is made out of is stupid hard compared to my drill bits, and compared to the chuck of the drill. So I'm just going to run this in, and if it catches, you'll see it do it. But if it catches, That's a great picture of my hand. If the tap catches and stops, you'll see the tap will stop moving and the drill will not. What I've done is create a fuse. Within any engineered system, for the most part, there is a fuse. Now, after it knocks the initial crap off the chuck, you do have to go back and tighten it up just a little bit. But basically, you go in and it cuts another half thread or something, and you pull it back out, and it cuts another half thread, and you run it back and forth 4 or 5 times. Blow some crap in it as far as BB blast or whatever if you want to, and there she goes. So it's not really a big deal to do this. Something I've done a lot, especially with quarter 20 stuff, because I use a lot of those within fabrication type stuff. But the big deal is if you grab on the flats, you'll break the tap. If you grab on the shank of it, you won't break the tap, because as long as you're careful and you keep the drill where it needs to be without hanging on it, that kind of thing, so you're not putting a torsional load on it. And yeah, that's it. Nice and easy. And then those are the 1024 bolts I had that I bought at the same time as everything else. And well, the camera did something silly there. There's the lights, which funnily enough that doesn't fit in. So I took the drill that the tap came with and run it in there. Yep, that's what we're doing. You can't see it, but it's what we're doing. We're taking a drill, putting the drill bit in it, and running it inside of that plastic chrome-coated housing. Boy, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? I hope somebody out there likes the sound of my voice, because you're hearing it, and that's pretty much all stimulation you're getting. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got it. We got some holes drilled. Feeding them wires through, because we want those wires fed through so we can measure how long everything's going to be when we rebuild the harness that feeds these. And looking around, start the screw, and that's it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm sure some of you are going to tell me that you break a tap off that way. That's fine. What you want to think? I've been doing this a long time, and occasionally something does break, but you know they break using normal too. So anyways, y'all have a great day, and please subscribe to this channel, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see on the old truck, or even on somebody else's truck. So have a good one.